Hey everybody, it's me, Richard. Hey you guys, I'll be back on October 1st. Yes, I'm coming back with a whole new channel, and while we're all waiting for that, I know I'm waiting for it. Enjoy this in the raw clip from one of my favorite videos from the last 2 years. Take care, you guys. I'll see you October 1st. Hey everybody, it's me, Richard. Happy Monday, May 17th. So today, I'm gonna be doing a review on the vintage horror from 1981. Yeah, 40 years ago. The Burning by Jeff Fain. Come back after the intro. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's me, Richard. I am the crazy guy that reads all this scary stuff, and then we talk about horror. So, before I start, I'm going to take a sip of my iced peanut butter dark chocolate coffee. Yeah, it's peanut butter cup coffee. It's so damn good, you guys. So, I'm going to be doing a review on the 200 and... let me see. Like you guys know, it's a bitch getting old. I got to put my readers on. So, it's got 287 pages. It's a leisure horror from 1981. This is Jeff Fain's The Burning. Now, there's been two covers on this book. I think, yeah, this is the original one. And then there's this cover, too. This one's actually kind of cool, but it reminds me of an 80s ripoff of a movie or something. So, I'm going to read you the back first. It says, The Fires of Evil. Oh, on the front cover, it says, Blazing Horror from the Depths of Hell. The Burning. So it says, The Fires of Evil. A small southern town is terrorized by a series of incomprehensible and hideous deaths. The unsuspecting victims are devoured by flames, their bodies reduced to ash, but their clothing is remarkably untouched. Psychic writer Dan O'Shea and young Pamela Murdoch make the grave mistake of investigating this phenomenon, and soon are faced with a horrifying presence created by Satanists long dead, a presence that threatens their sanity as well as their lives. It is a force, an evil fresh from hell. It holds a fiery power over life and death. It can shift shapes at will, and it requires and demands the ultimate sacrifice from those it selects to be its victims. And you guys, it can talk. Yeah, it talks. So, let's get into this. So, I'm going to read you what I just published on my Goodreads account. I'm not going to let you see the rating I gave it. So, yeah, I'm not going to... Yeah, Larry, that's for you. There you go, Larry. Oh, and you guys, I'm getting my tattoo touched up on Friday. So this is all going to be brightened up, so I can't wait. So here's what I wrote on The Burning. So I said, as you guys know, if any of you have ever looked at my Goodreads account, I always start all my reviews with bold print at the top. I said... 1981 leisure horror. This is when horror was horror. Jeff Fain's The Burning has been sitting on my bookshelf for 40 years and I've never cracked it open, but I am so glad that I just read this horrific tale and telling of the fires from hell. And get ready, it is shocking. I loved it. Yeah, it's not... I don't want to say it's a slow burn because it's far from a slow burn, but I'll just tell you what I wrote. So this great and very cool looking vintage horror is only 287 pages, but those pages pack a wallop of a 700-page book. The book starts out with a honeymoon that goes wrong, and that is when we meet Marvin Kressler. And with him being a minor character, he's kind of important and substantial to the story later on. But the real characters are psychic writer / horror / true crime author Dr. Dan O'Shea and Pamela Murdoch. One night, Dan is awakened from his sleep at almost 11 p.m. from a distraught stranger and her fiance, Jay, on the phone saying, we need you, and we need help now. Can we meet? What the hell? They meet 20 minutes later, and you are introduced to Jay, who has been horribly burned by something that he could not see, and something that is not through with him or Pamela yet. This demon from hell is literally burning people alive from the inside out and leaving only their clothes. Now, don't think of this as just going to be one of those spontaneous human combustion stories. It's far from that. This is the demons and the devil literally coming up from hell to make, quote, those who are not willing to give in and give as asked, unquote, pay in the worst of imaginable ways. This was a great, creepy as hell, and very, very graphic story about the devil and his dominions. And witches. It's got a lot of witchcraft in this. What begins with people getting burned in weird and mysterious ways continues with people getting tortured, burned from the inside out, and ways that you've never even read before. It is a shame that I've never seen anything else from this author. And if you guys know of anything else that Jeff Fain wrote, please let me know, because I would love to get a copy of it and read it and do a review on the channel. Please let me know, because I would really be a huge fan. Now, this starts like a thriller, and I thought, okay, where the hell is this going? Is it going to be a book about witchcraft or devil worship, demonic possessions? It was all that and more. I loved it. Have you got a light? I gave it 4.5 flames from hell. You guys, this book was so fucking creepy. Yeah. The things that happen in this book, what did I do with the book? Oh my God. Yeah, you guys can hear my little squeaky little 3-step little chair thing that I sit on. So I'm going to read you guys a quick passage from this book. And yes, I'm going to be using the word once vagina. Sorry, girls. So, I was going to wait until tomorrow, but I thought, what the hell? Dan would want to know what happened. Was I wrong? No, you weren't. Want a refill on that drink? Yeah, sounds great, but make it a double. This is rough. Must be. Be right back. Scotch, wasn't it? Right? Oh, anything's good with me. Marston sat down beside Trisha and Dan as he went to fix the drinks. He had just removed his Stetson for the second time that evening when Dan returned. He handed Marston the glass. Marston gulped the drink, rather than sipped the first taste. Say, this is good. What is it? Not a screwdriver. No, it's a rum sunrise. So, what's the bad news you have to tell me about? Well, you'll recall that I told you that the latest victim was a young lady, right? Okay, now before I read this part, so in this town of Kinston, North Carolina, people are disappearing and people are coming up missing, and they're finding people's clothes laying on the ground and in the weirdest places, just in a pile of ash. Yeah, just a pile of ash. And people around town are coming up with these weird burns. Like, well, I'm going to use this as an example. So see where I got that plug taken out like a month ago with the skin cancer thing? So they have these type of burns that are huge, and they're like, one guy's got one wrapped all around his neck, and now I'm going to read this. So I just wanted to fill you in a little bit so you knew what the hell I was talking about. Where was the hat? So, well, you'll recall that I told you the last victim was a young lady, right? Well, it turned out that the girl was the girlfriend of the other victim we found earlier tonight. You know, the one who lost his head. Well, I'll be up till all hours of the night doing the paperwork on this one. But one of the neighbors verified the fact for us that the two were lovers. God, it was grisly. All of her clothes had been torn from her body, and she was literally ripped open. If it wasn't for the burns we found on her, I would have thought it was the work of some kind of ripper. The burns were there, but they were localized rather than widespread. Her arms, torso, and legs were burned with, okay, this is going to sound crazy. It was like she had been screwed or fucked by someone who was really red hot. Oh, hi, kitty. There was what appeared to be an outline of a body actually burned into her flesh, just in the places where a lover or rapist would come in contact with her. There were even huge handprints on her shoulders where he must have placed the bulk of his weight. The burns went so goddamn deep there that the arms were almost burned off her body. And the poor girl's vagina. Christ, we got to catch this maniac. I want to personally castrate the son of a bitch. It was as if someone had taken a red-hot poker and then rammed it up inside of her. One of the lab boys saw her, and he puked up his supper like we really needed that on top of the rest of it, what we found. Yeah, you guys, that was just one of the murders in this book. And when you find out what the hell is going on, it was like, it was actually scary. Yeah, it was actually scary. Now, you guys know in all of my reviews when I do a review on my channel, this is my opinion only. I'm 60 years old. I grew up in the time of the 70s where horror was The Exorcist and The Other and Thomas Tryon's Harvest Home. This came out in 1981 and I never read it because I didn't think it was going to be a scary book. It just didn't sound that scary to me. You guys, this book was scary. It's creepy as hell. Now, there is a scene where there is a 12-year-old boy in here. And he's just a brat. Well, he's not really a brat. He's a typical 12-year-old boy, I guess. But he's arguing with his mom about having to go to bed. And he's like, come on, Mom. It's early. It's early. It's only, 9 o'clock, 9, 10. So she's like, okay, you can stay up till 10 o'clock. So she lets him stay up till 10 o'clock. So, yeah, he gets to stay up an hour later. And he decides that he is going to sneak out and go over to his friend's house. Well, as he's changing his clothes and, he's putting his shoes on and stuff, you guys, something comes in his room. Yeah, something. And his mom from downstairs, she hears like this ruckus and things being thrown around and stuff. And she hears him talking and then screaming up in his room. And she's like, what are you doing up there? You're supposed to be going to bed. And he doesn't answer, but she hears this, like, these horrific, terrible, terrible noises. And then she hears him scream, and she hears his bedroom window just, like, shatter, like the fucking window in Dorothy's bedroom in The Wizard of Oz. Remember when the tornado come through and shattered the glass out and knocked her out? Well, the mother hears that. So she tells her husband, hurry, there's something wrong. Get upstairs. You got to get upstairs. So the dad runs upstairs and he tells his son, he said, open this door. He said, I'm not going to tell you one more time. He said, open this goddamn door. And the boy doesn't respond. So, of course, the dad is all macho and he's the dad and he kicks the door in. When they kick the door in, the boy's clothes are literally just his pants, his shoes, and everything are just laying in a pile, like right. And in the middle of his pants is a pile of shit. Yeah, the little boy shits his pants before this thing takes him out the window. Yeah. Yeah. That's how creepy this book was. It was like, what the hell is going on here? So, you guys, if you can find a copy of this book, you should try to find it. Don't pay too much for it. I've seen it going for $40-50, but you can also find it like $3-4. It hasn't come yet. I think it's going to be canceled because I asked the seller if she still had it, and she said she's trying to locate the book and all this other stuff. But you guys, if you can find this book here, The Burning by Jeff Fain, pick it up, you guys, because it's really, really, really good. And if you're new to the channel, if you found this channel by some weird, recommendation, or you came across, you did a search for just the word horror, I'm Richard. I want to welcome you to the channel. Those of you that are already been subscribers and you keep coming back to watch my reviews, thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate it. I love it. I love doing these reviews. I love talking about horror, and then I love talking to you guys about it. So please, if you like today's review, give me a thumbs up. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that button right there. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, so you get notifications of when I post another one. And you guys, I am Richard with, as always, pick up a scary book and let's get scared. Pick up The Burning. It's really, really good. Actually, yeah, I rounded it up to a 5 actually on my Goodreads account. So you guys, take care. I'm Richard with Are You Into Horror? Stay scared, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Watch out for anybody with a match. Actually, this thing didn't even use a match. He just like, yeah. When you find out how they're killed and how they're burned, yeah, it was creepy. It was good. I loved it. Bye, you guys.